What are the biggest mistakes I see athletes making? Part one. So, one of the biggest mistakes I see athletes making is that they don't take this journey seriously enough. They want to do it, and they probably want to do it for the wrong reasons. They want to do it for, to be, validated on social media, or to get attention, or, to be that, girl that, the guys are talking about in the gym, or who knows why people do these things when they don't do it for, the true, real passion for the sport. But I see people, girls, not take it seriously. And, for the first few months, they coasting, they all over the place. They are not adhering to plans. And you see that because the results just aren't there. And I mean it because I see lifestyle athletes, okay, that aren't athletes, okay, lifestyle clients that aren't athletes, that come from completely different backgrounds, no experience in the gym, okay, no real knowledge about nutrition, don't have that level of discipline an athlete is supposed to have. And I see them commit to journeys, and obviously the process, and them losing, at least 2-3 kgs on a monthly basis when fat loss is the goal. But when it comes to athletes and they invest, obviously a year in advance to reach these goals, very often those first few months, they are still 50% in, 50% still, obviously playing around, not taking the diet too seriously, not really showing up and really, intensely, adhering to their training regime and program. And, you see it because the results just aren't there. The physiques aren't really transforming. But then it comes 4 months, 3 months out from stage, and now all of a sudden, they get a wake-up call. They are close to show. Like they understand that they don't do something now, they've wasted a year. And then they go hard at it, and they can get into shape. They can, obviously, become good enough, to stand on stage and perform, but they could have been great. You know what I'm saying? They could have been a champion. They could have been a national, champion, if they truly understood that this is not just about 3-4 months before stage and cutting down, losing fat and standing on stage. This is about having a plan of action and focusing all of your attention, okay, in a smart manner, obviously, throughout all of the phases of prep. That the girls that you're going to stand on stage against that are the top athletes are girls that are, training all year round, that are girls that are mindful of what they are consuming food-wise all year round. Of course, they have balance. Of course, they have flexibility. Of course, they have, a little bit of leeway and indulgence, and obviously, have not all of that pressure during the improvement phase and stuff like that. But in the background, they are working. They have a plan of action. They're adhering to it. They are showing up for themselves. They are checking in a weekly, bi-weekly basis. They are reaching their milestones, on a monthly basis. They are hitting their phases all throughout the year. And then they refine those last, obviously 3-4 months, and they take what most girls can only reach condition-wise. That is like their 2-3 months out condition, and they take their condition to that next level. And when you stand on stage, it's night and day. You might look great, obviously for a girl in gym, obviously in gym clothes, and you are, far greater and more conditioned than the average person. But to be a bikini champion, you have to be on another level. And I truly believe there's so many athletes that have untapped potential, that have wasted potential because they simply don't take this journey serious enough, soon enough. And they're not prepared with their conditioning, they're not prepared with their presentation, or they do these things on their own, or they, listen to people that aren't, qualified or have the credentials to take them to that level. And I think every year, when we get to the big shows, I'm like, that girl could be a champion. Thank goodness she didn't take it seriously, because the girls, obviously that did take it seriously will obviously, succeed and end off on top. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I see athletes making.